As you probably know by now, the wild move in GameStop over the last week was fueled by the Wall Street Bets group on Reddit.
Shares are now up more than 60% pre-market amid an ongoing battle between bullish day traders and hedge fund short sellers that have bet against the stock.
GameStop reversing course today after those brokers restricted trade on that.
Wall Street versus Main Street, a battle between hedge fund owners and the average Joe at the stock market. Now, top levels of government are getting involved in the short squeezing of the GameStop stock and others, and adding an investing app facing legal action after it froze trading for several stocks that took a wild ride on Wall Street yesterday.
Hey everybody, welcome back here to JVO TV, and today we are discussing a very serious topic, and it's social media's effect on the stock market. As we see it today, the change happening is enormous and it's come very fast. If anybody has been watching the news or paying attention at all, social media has definitely affected the stock market and it's made a lot of people in the 1% mad, but you also have the 99% who have a voice. So who is wrong and who is right in this situation? Let's take a look at it a little bit closer on the channel. Wall Street has long been the catalyst to the American economy and its wealth system. Many wealthy Americans have made a living through the stock market, but few Americans can attest to that, seeing as 1% of the economy holds the vast majority of stocks and wealth. As of the end of 2020, the top 10% of wealthy Americans own 87% of equities in America, while the top 1% of wealthy Americans control 70 to 80% of the stock market since record keeping began in 1989. Now that's a lot of cheddar. The disparity between Wall Street and the mainstream public has always been apparent, with Wall Street seemingly grabbing the upper hand in most situations. The ultra-wealthy have always had the most power and the most say on what goes on in America. Well, that seemingly might be changing in the near future, says social media. Never before has social networking been so powerful that it can disrupt the machine that Wall Street is, essentially the stock market. Social media has become a juggernaut the last 15 years, and it has no doubt influenced a whole new generation of young investors, which is a good thing, right? Well, herein lies the problem. You have side A. Let's call side A Wall Street, and let's call side B social media. Side A includes CEOs, hedge fund managers, and politicians. Well, not all politicians. Sorry about that, Alexandria. And side B includes bloggers, celebrities, and teachers. Now, you being the viewer, you tell me which side you think is going to prevail in a fight. Before you answer that, the answer might not be clear-cut like it seems. A lot of you might have chosen side A because it seemingly has all the advantages over side B. What I did was, side A was meant to portray power. Power in the corporate world versus influencers. Influencers being social media. Social media has a tremendous amount of influence on people and their future actions. In fact, social media is so popular, according to Aberlo.com, there will be over 4.5 billion social media users by the year 2025. That is pretty impressive. What's even more impressive is social media's ability to organize people, such as the case of what happened recently when an online platform, Reddit, took on Wall Street. This is Wall Street Bets, a community inside of Reddit who is responsible for driving up the stock price of GameStop and other meme stocks. This is the first time in known history that social media has affected its stock price so dramatically. In fact, it was so dramatic, it even had one billionaire in tears from losing to the little guy.
I think it will end, and it will end very badly for the public.
A few moments later.
It's kind of obvious people can see the emotion on your face when you talk about this, Lee. Why?
I care. That's it.
Now, social media and Wall Street have been due to collide for a long time, and the numbers here are eye-popping. Over 28% of Americans in United States had some type of financial interest in one of these three stocks: GameStop, AMC, and BlackBerry. I want you guys to hang on that percentage for a minute. 28%. Just to put that in perspective, let's pull out a percentage calculator so you guys can truly understand. The US population is 327 million people. 28% of that is approximately 91,560,000 people who invested in the stock market in January, specifically to these meme stocks, are what I'd like to personally call social media stocks. Whether we like it or not, social media has definitely taken its aim towards Wall Street. While this seems to be a growing trend, others on Wall Street might not see it as such a positive impact on their finances or society. Stocks remain volatile because nobody knows what to expect in this first round of social media versus Wall Street. I'm sure everyone knows the famous question: what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? These two juggernauts seem to be in the same category. Only time will tell, but the thing I can tell you is both of these entities are here to stay. Now, you have naysayers who say that the stock market will get back to normal sometime in 2021, seeing as this is a trend to many bigs up in Wall Street. But me personally, I believe that this is a trend that is here to stay. Taking a look at the cryptocurrency market right now, it is up over 30% in many of them, and the trend is continuing just like it did in the stock market. Only time will tell how social media has affected the stock market, but my money is on social media is here to stay, and the stock market will forever be changed by the young generations and the generations after. All right, everybody, we reached the end of the video, but before we go, I'm interested to see what you guys think about social media changing the stock market. Did you invest in the stock market sometime this year or a little bit late last year? Do you have a lot of money invested in the stock market right now? Did anything on social media influence you to put money into the stock market? Well, I'll tell you, my personal opinion is right now is the best time to get into the stock market and start learning about finances for yourself. This is JVO TV, and if you got something out of it, go ahead and like and subscribe for me and help the channel grow. Now, I've been away for a little bit, but I got a little surprise for you guys coming in about 2 or 3 days. I've been building a studio in my home to give you guys faster and better videos. Let me know what you guys think about that. That should be out in about 2 or 3 days, and we're going to keep it moving. You guys be safe. This is JVO TV. I'm JVO, and we're always going to do our thing.